Hey guys, my name is Ryan Central and welcome to some more Anthem news. When it comes to games like Anthem, Overwatch, Destiny, most people have a favourite role that they like to play in a team. I like tanking in World of Warcraft, some people like playing supports in Overwatch, some people can't go without being a hunter in Destiny. Everybody has a favourite role that they like to play, and when it comes to games like this, the support category is a firm favourite for a lot of players. So one of the biggest questions surrounding Anthem is which class is going to have the support abilities, is it going to be a full class, specific loadouts that you can have that will help you support your teammates, either by just flat out healing them, or certain protecting abilities that you can cast onto them. And this is something that we know very little about, especially when it comes to which Javelin could it be. We know a lot about the Ranger and the Colossus, and for example we know that the Colossus is going to be the tank of the group. However, we don't really know between the Interceptor or the Storm which is going to have those healing capabilities, if any. And the more safe assumption that you could make from EA and Anthem is the reason why they've been quiet on this for so long is that there isn't a form of support class or any supporting abilities. They don't want to be the bearer of bad news, especially when they're trying to drum up hype for the game. So it's one of the biggest questions surrounding the character archetypes within the game, whether they will be able to support. However, Mac Dara, who is the executive producer of Anthem, may have teased on Twitter which hero will be the support class within the game. Mac Dara and John Warner, who is the game director, like to answer a lot of questions on Twitter in a very sort of succinct AMA manner. Most people will ask them questions, they will go yes, no, maybe, give us a good amount of detail on a lot of the questions surrounding the game that they haven't had the chance to reveal yet. It's a really good way to sort of give out some of this information in smaller bite-sized pieces, and maybe we'll start doing a series of these breaking down what was said on Twitter by both the executive producer and the game director when it comes to news that is noteworthy. In any case, do let us know down in the comments below what you'd think of that series, but also the big question, would you play a support class in Anthem, or are you looking to play in maybe the tank Colossus, a DPS Ranger, Interceptor, Storm? What are you looking forward to playing? I want to get a good idea of what people are interested in doing. But anyway, the tweet looks like this. Mac Dara received a tweet saying, "I love playing the healer and support roles. Will I be able to customize any, if not all, Javelins with gear so I can play such a role?" Mac Dara then responded, "We are not talking about the Storm at this time." Now this is a response in typical Mac Dara fashion where he's basically saying, I can't say anything, but is giving us a brief tease onto what he can't say anything about. And he's definitely suggesting here that the Storm is the hero that has these support / healing capabilities on their side. When it comes to gameplay, we don't have a lot on the Storm, all of which we're showing on screen right now, but when it comes to looking at the website on how the hero plays, it says that it has little in the way of defensive capabilities and requires an expert pilot to stay above the fight and dish out damage from a safe distance. Now it seems when they say defensive capabilities here, it does mean that they're talking about their own damage mitigation. Like a Colossus has a huge amount of armor and a shield so they can survive, Storm is very much a fragile being, but to be honest, most support classes are like that anyway, so that does seem fairly normal. But we do know that Anthem plays in different loadouts and gives you a way to customize the way that you play, whether you want to be the high damage dealing Colossus or the mitigating tank class. I imagine it would be similar for the Storm, that you could be this glass cannon that could throw out a lot of damage, or they could be one that helps support their team and keeps everybody alive. Now I want to look at how the Storm could support her team, and we get a good indication from this picture that I'm showing. Here we're seeing all 4 Javelins in the shot together. You have the Colossus front and center, the Ranger on the right hand side, the Interceptor storming in with what looks like a sword, and the Storm high up behind all of them. But what you can see is the Storm is generating a shield onto the Interceptor as he charges in. And this can show us exactly how the Storm can support their team. Support doesn't necessarily mean heal, it could just mean that Storm is generating shields for their team as they go in close quarters. Anthem is all about synergy between teammates, different loadouts and customization that you can have on your Javelin, so it makes sense that the Storm would have an ability that can protect teammates going in deep, can maybe protect a Colossus tank when he's taking a lot of damage with a shield, or somebody that's a little bit squishier like an Interceptor that's charging in to do close range damage with what looks like 2 swords. And I feel like this is certainly worth highlighting for those that are interested in the game and are excited for the idea of a support class. And it does look like we're going to see at least one hero with some support capabilities. It might just be like Zarya in Overwatch being able to put projected barriers onto teammates, but it might be a little bit more that the Storm could do. It might be a good comparison to compare it to the Wall Rift for Destiny, where you put it on the ground and protect your team, but that's more something that a Ranger has with a Mustar point, I believe. But Destiny is a really good example. It doesn't have a specific healer class in the game as such, but there are classes that have support capabilities. And it does look likely that the Storm in Anthem will have these support abilities handy. And with the way that Anthem works, you'll be able to build your character around those abilities, styles of play, and talents to enable that you have strong support capabilities. But it does look like Storm is going to be the support role in the game, and I'm very excited to see what a Storm and Interceptor Javelin can do. Again, we know very little about how both of them work. EA and BioWare are keeping their cards very close to their chests with both of these Javelins, so more information will be coming out fairly soon. Thank you very much for watching. Do like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. It really does help me out, and I do want to make more Anthem content in the future. So thanks again, take care, we'll see you soon.